Hey you guys, Lacey and Steve from Duo Reacts. Thank you so much for stopping by
and watching Steve and Lacey
and watching The Walking Dead with us. We are on season 5,
episode 15.
The episode before the season finale, so I can only imagine it's going to be setting up for a disaster. Especially after the last episode that we just watched, episode 14. Don't want to rehash any of that, but that episode pissed me the F off.
So if you want to watch what we had to say about that, go to the end of that video. Watch our huge discussion at the end of that.
Our huge discussion.
It was.
It was,
and it was good. It was good. But I'm ready to jump in here. We're not going to delay. We're going to get you right to the footage.
All right, then let's do it.
Let's get it on like Donkey Kong.
Oh, the run mix. Uh-oh.
She knows though.
Oh, no. I didn't know that I'd put that in. Uh-oh. She's like, really? And she's losing it.
Oh, Jesus, man. Please pull out of it, Sasha. Please, please.
I get it. I get it. What you're going through.
She needs help, man.
Yeah. And turn it off. I'm truly sorry for your loss. She's pissed. This is not good. Oh, yep. And she burned. Yep, she's done.
Yep.
Shit.
I don't know how many people are. Someone is.
Is that a fire?
It looked like a fire, yeah. Like a little fire. Everything's gonna come to a head. Shit.
Aiden was, trying to save us. Then Glenn distracted him. I shot at grenades. They wanted to just go. I didn't.
I knew it.
He was gonna run. When we got into the lobby. Oh yeah, the two of us hold the door. They were gonna kill me.
Nope, I knew it.
He panicked. Or, that's right. I watched him die.
One person getting one story?
It was them.
But you all came back together. How did that happen?
Yeah, how did that happen?
Mom, what are you doing?
What do you need to look into? I'm telling you how it went down. These people have to go. They are not like us. I know you've seen it too.
You don't know what I see. And I see a great deal.
She did say she was good at reading people.
You don't answer to them.
We are them, Rick. We are now.
Yep. I like that.
No,
Last month it got quiet right in the middle of it, and he went out and found her on the floor.
Wow.
Why do you care what happens to Jesse?
You know why?
Because she used to be Jessie.
You do.
Why?
Because you like her.
Seen you talk to her.
It's not a good reason.
Smokers haven't gotten away.
It was. Why is there a random balloon? In the water, maybe? I don't.
Hey, Rick.
Oh, Jesus. Bad time. Bad time.
Rick.
Oh, shit. Okay. Just slowest turn in history.
Okay, man.
Don't do it.
Keep walking. What? What are you...
I think Rick even breathed a little sigh of relief there, just the same as I did.
Sorry for what happened. I holding on.
Oh boy.
I'm not.
We have a problem with Pete.
I hope did it get better.
So you knew about it.
It hasn't gotten better. It won't.
Pete's a surgeon.
So let him keep...
Save lives.
Beating his wife. We have to stop it.
How?
We separate him. We tell him that's how it'll be from now on.
What happens when he doesn't want to do that?
Because that's a possibility.
Mm-hmm.
It's not his choice.
You're going to take Tara's life. And
What happens?
What happens?
I kill him. We kill him.
We don't kill people.
Oh, shit.
It's a civilization.
So we just let him hit her. We let him kill her.
No. We exile him if it comes to that.
We do that. We don't know when he comes back and what he does to him.
We are not executing people. Don't ever suggest it again.
I agree. I do agree.
I know.
Sort of thinking doesn't belong here. I wouldn't kill you.
I think you need to
Rick.
hear this stuff right now, Rick, because you're immediately going to kill. Kill, kill, kill.
She's hunting them.
Maybe the pictures, like the pictures of the family that she was shooting, maybe it's because they were pictures of families and she lost her family when Ty died.
That could be.
Maybe.
Carl, I know
Aww.
you're following me. Again,
He's following her
and you're
again.
going the wrong way.
2 people just died.
Come on. People always die. You know that?
What are you doing here anyways?
Same thing as you.
Ooh, teenage love. I see it happening.
Nicholas, don't talk. Just listen. Those 4 people you lost on that run, that's on you. And Noah, that's on you too. Those 5 lives, you have to carry that. People like you are supposed to be dead. But these walls went up just in time, so you're not. You don't go outside those walls anymore. Not by yourself. Not with anyone else.
Yep.
And that's how you're gonna survive. Who the hell do you think you are? I'm someone who knows who you are. I know what you did,
Yep.
and it's not gonna happen again.
Good.
I've been protecting this place, helping provide for it. You just got here. Don't forget what I said. You threatening me? No. I'm saving you.
The sooner you realize that.
Right?
That dude, Tito, I don't like him.
Tito.
I'm gonna scare you.
I don't know, you just do.
Hollow tree. Ooh, so close. Within kissing
Ah.
distance.
Farewell. Just
Carl's gonna have a little boner.
Oh. Our faces are so close to each other.
yeah, afraid of me too.
Oh, so afraid means crush now? Okay.
Big
Oh. Jay?
That son of a bitch.
It was him? I never expected that one.
Sasha.
And she's like, damn it.
Go back. Sick of playing defense. So you're just gonna take on all of them? Yeah.
That's dangerous. Oh.
Oh, damn. And
all
Michonne
of them?
doesn't have her.
She doesn't have her katana?
We gotta get out of here.
Oh, you do. I don't.
God, is she good?
She's a really good shot.
They need you, Sasha.
This is bringing Michonne back, I think.
I love that look.
I know.
I don't need your help. This isn't for you.
This isn't for you. It's for me.
That's 3 chicks. Uh-oh.
Somebody get that one. Somebody. Oh. Okay.
I had it. I need your help. I told you to go.
No, we're not going.
You? You can't do anything. It worked out for you. Don't you see that? You can't help me. Nobody. Noah,
They're there for you.
I told him you wouldn't make it.
Uh-oh. Limbs. Remember?
Yep.
W.
Is that a girl?
Yeah, tied to a tree. Torn apart.
I thought she was intact.
Well, yeah, but from the abdomen. Like her intestines were hanging out. Yeah.
I fell. I tore her apart. This just happened?
Wow. W.
He's hitting you.
I'll just come out and say it.
He's hurting you. It has to stop.
She doesn't know how to respond to that.
It will.
How?
There are things in his life that happen.
I don't care.
I don't care what he went
Look,
through.
it was like this before and he got help. I helped him. And things were good. I can fix it.
No, you can't. But I can.
You're only gonna make things worse.
If it's gotten worse, it means he's killed you. That's what's next. And I'm not gonna let that happen.
Why do you care? Why is this so important to you?
Why, Rick? Why is it so important to you?
Now, Rick, what are you doing?
I'm trying to help.
I don't know that. I'm married. Okay, I can take care of myself. We have to take care of ourselves.
I mean, that's her saying you're just gonna make things worse here by getting involved. Is he? Lit? Okay. Nope, and he's losing it again.
Yeah.
You know, Sam asked for a gun to protect you. You shouldn't be here, Jesse. You don't get to put it off or wish it away, Jesse. If you don't fight, you die. And I don't want you to die. I can keep you and your boys safe. All you have to do is say yes.
And marry me.
If I had a ring,
Would you do this for someone else? Would you do this for anyone?
no. He's doing it for you. Because you're special. Uh-oh. He has the green light. Oh, shit. Real bad time.
What are you doing here?
He always pops up at the worst times. Oh, shit.
What are you doing here?
He looks all disheveled, too,
Listen to me.
which
I'm gonna
means
have
he's
to
been
ask you to
drinking.
leave, Rick.
I know he's gonna do something.
No.
Excuse me.
Here it goes. I know what's gonna
Oh,
happen.
my God.
You need to leave.
What are you talking about?
See his
Just
little
go, Pete.
hair pea
Mhm.
brain.
have you been saying to each other? What have you been doing? Pete, you and me are gonna leave now. You come into my house. Pete, you and me are leaving. You're leaving right now. And who the hell do you think you are? Someone's trying not to kill you. No! Stop now!
Someone who's trying not to kill you. At least he's trying not to kill him. They're coming out of that window. Yep. I knew it. Uh-oh. Fighting in the streets.
Yep.
Wow. Okay, crazed animals.
Oh, he's gonna hit her. Son of a bitch.
Really?
Oh, he pushed Carl.
Oh, there goes the balloon.
Damn it, Rick! I said stop!
What?
Oh, shit.
You wanna kick me out?
Oh, shit.
That gun down, Rick.
He looks like a crazed animal right now.
Pull it to...
Still don't get it. None of you do. We know what needs to be done. We do it. We're the ones who live. You just sit, plan, and hesitate. Pretend like you know when you don't.
He looks like a totally different person right now.
Your way of doing things is done.
Oh.
Things don't get better because you want them to. Starting right now.
Carol.
We have to live in the real world. We have to control who lives here.
That's never been more clear to me than it is right now.
Uh-oh.
Me? You mean me?
I mean, you are acting kind of crazy at the moment.
Gonna destroy. And I'm not gonna stand by and just let it happen. If you don't fight, you die. I'm not gonna stand by.
Okay. She's like, shut up. Quit talking. Wow.
What the shit?
That was crazy. Rick kind of lost it a little bit. Like, he looked unrecognizable. Like something took over. And it was his trying to plead, I think, with them, but in a more, like, this is how...
Sinister.
Yeah. Like, I don't think he realizes the correct way to...
address this.
Yes.
At all.
He's
amped to the max.
And that's why Michonne did what she did. I get it. I'm not mad at Michonne for what she did. She needed to stop him. Just stop. Because if any of them would have tried to talk sense into him in that moment, there was no talking sense into him.
He was holding a gun.
He was on a rampage.
Pointing at people.
He was knocking his own son off of him.
Which he would never do.
He would never do that. So we know he was fueled by this anger that he has towards Pete. And I get it. I get why he hates Pete. I get it. Pete's a shitty guy, right?
Yeah.
He beats his wife. He's just an all-around shitty person.
He's not a real happy drunk.
No. But the fact that Rick said that he wouldn't be doing this for just anybody is kind of telling, too, because, so it's just because you like Jessie and you want her that you're doing this.
That you want this. That
you went to this extreme. Like, Carol, it wouldn't have mattered to her who, like, it's just because she looks at Jessie and she said, that's the old me. So she wants to help her, period. Doesn't matter who or why. She just wants to help her. And I get that. Rick is only doing this because he has this... He's an outdoor cat right now. And, like, he hasn't found... He's not...
He hasn't been quite right in this whole...
in this indoor world where it is all new and it is all I could imagine it being very hard to conform back into a somewhat civilized society when you've been an outdoor cat for as long as you have and went through some horrible shit where pretty much everybody you've met has tried to kill you.
Right.
So it's hard, and I get it. Now, you got the other, Maggie, Glenn, Michonne, pretty much everybody else conforming a little better, and trying. I don't know. Everything's going to come to head because I'm assuming in the next episode we're going to have...
So much is going on.
What's Rick going to think when he wakes up?
God, I don't know where to start talking on this episode. Or the whole scenario.
Or what about
I feel
the girl
lost
tied up to
words.
the tree? There's a girl tied up to a tree. It just happened, according to Daryl. She was alive, so she was obviously tortured, basically, and tied up alive for the walkers to get at, with a W in her head. There's W's everywhere, just everywhere. So
showing up all the time.
So they're obviously around there, real close.
Whatever these people are that are...
Whoever they are, they're not good people at all.
And what is their thing? They're just...
Do they just take out everybody? Or... Obviously
I know we're coming up on the season finale, but there's so much shit already going on here.
Yeah.
And you got something going on over here. And then you have all these conundrums. You got Glenn, you've got Tito, you've got Rick, you've got Pete, you've got... Rick, and you've got Deanna, and you've got...
There's so much going on all at once that it just baffles me as to what to even think about.
And then you have Daryl with a relationship with Aaron.
Yeah.
And so and then you got Michonne, who really hasn't stood out in this until just this moment. It's kind of been... She's kind of laid back.
She's more level-headed about this, it would seem.
And I think she wants
and that's
this
why
to work.
She had to be the one.
She wants this to work. She knows that it's good for everybody else, maybe not for her.
Well, she's the other officer. She has to maintain order, which is what Rick was supposed to be doing, but he was the one causing all the chaos. So she had to step up and be the constable, which was her job, and
let's admit, I want to say this. Rick is wrong.
He's wrong.
For having the feelings he has for that girl. Now
he went
I want to make sure I say this right because I could get tore up. Okay? Rick has been out of the game for a while. Yeah. Okay? He finds a girl he finds attractive. He doesn't like, but he has the right reasons, but they're reasons that are personal to him.
Yeah.
Because he's done said that. So what I'm saying is he's wrong in that effect. He's right in the effect of protecting her and the kid. And they shouldn't go through that.
This started before he even knew that Pete was hitting her. That's the problem with it.
Yeah.
He literally was reaching for his gun that one episode, and that was before he even knew
that this was serious.
Exactly, and that's where he's wrong. It's not that
I don't like the woman beating thing at all.
Well,
and
no.
Trust me, he needed his ass kicked.
Yeah.
I get that. And I get the fact that, but killing...
That's taking it a bit far, especially when you're coming into this community they're still living in the past, right? They're still living in the normal world. They don't handle things the way you do it,
And Rick's right, in effect, if you banish him...
that he could come back. He's right on that aspect, but where's the happy medium, right? Imprison him?
I think, because they kind of did that at the prison when they were at the prison, and until they knew they were okay.
Right.
But he needs help. I know there ain't psychologists there. I know there ain't, but what needed to happen was him be put away.
Or maybe take away the alcohol, right?
Well, that's it. Get him straightened out.
Yeah.
But yet, hear me out. Put him away. Let him have time to really think it through. Maybe that don't help at all. It probably won't. But
you could at least say that you tried something before just resorting to killing him, right? Because if you do want to have some sort of civilization, you can't just, this person
is bad, we're going to kill him.
We're going to, boom, we get to kill you because it's our choice.
Because alcohol, Pete, he got into this profession for a reason, okay? Apparently, from what the wife said, they went through this before he got help. It was better.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that.
Yeah.
I believe that. But now that all this is turned upside down, and now he's drinking again, and it's throwing him back into...
It would appear that it might be the drinking that's kind of fueling the rage.
And I've seen that. I've seen that in people firsthand. Nice as can be. Best people you'd ever talk to. And then you get that alcohol.
In them,
I mean, my stepdad was horrible.
Yeah.
Horrible. And
some people change entirely when they're drinking, and that could be the case. I don't know.
Right.
I mean, so why not take away the alcohol? I mean, it shouldn't be that hard to do, right?
Right.
Like, I get it.
Like I said.
And then Deanna's like, okay, well, he's our surgeon. We need him. We need to keep him happy. Well, that's kind of sounding like the hospital sort of situation. Oh, we need to keep them happy, so we're going to just kind of let them get away with stuff.
And it's a catch-22. It's such a catch-22 in this world to have a surgeon, okay, and but he's also a derelict,
Yeah.
And like I was talking about the stepdad part.
Yeah.
Good guy.
When he was himself and sober and...
And I think anyone would agree with me when drinking, oh my God.
With some people.
With some people
who can't handle it, and some people can't.
It was and apparently with him, he's got the 2 bottle. He's not.
He's obviously an alcoholic.
It triggers something in his head.
Yeah.
He probably could be a decent.
Well,
I mean, they need
like
him.
When Jessie was talking, she said it was good for a long time, and he was fine, and he was. So it sounds like he could be a good person. So. If they were able to maybe put him away, take away the alcohol, maybe, who knows?
Did it seem to you
figure something out to try something?
Did it seem to you when Rick was talking to her, and I'm just throwing this out there because you had really good insight on a lot of things tonight, even in the Breaking Bad.
Okay.
But when Rick was talking to, what's her name?
Jessie.
Okay. Sorry. That's so weird because we have a Jessie in Breaking Bad.
I know.
So
a girl Jessie in this one.
I was looking for a different name.
One. Yeah.
So Jessie's sitting there and talking to him. They're having a conversation, and it's emotional. It's very for her.
Yes.
And for him. And did you feel at any point that Rick was trying to talk her in to saying yes?
Oh, for sure.
For his own reasons, though. Did you ever feel that a little bit?
In that moment, I think that it was more so for her benefit, but mixed in because at that point he had learned what Pete was and what he was doing.
Well, because this show throws in a lot of you and ours perception of how it's being said.
Exactly. So when he walked back in, right? He walked back in and said, Sam asked for a gun to protect you.
Right.
And that was meant and he had tears in his eyes. So I think in that moment he was concerned for her and the kids' safety. Okay? In that moment he was pleading because
I thought he was coming in there to break or open the door to go hug her and they were going to do the nasty. You know what I'm saying?
No,
Didn't you feel that way?
It felt that way for a minute.
But it wasn't.
But
it didn't turn out
the
that
fact
way.
that he had tears in his eyes and he said Sam did this and he's trying to protect his mother and all, I feel like that in that moment he was more concerned about them and the kids.
Yes.
But then when she asked him, would you do this for anybody else? And he said no, that was for him. So it kind of flip-flopped in my eyes.
But
it was a mixture.
Yeah,
I'm
glad you said that.
Yes.
You said that really well, and I love that because my mind is going, I don't know if you've ever had this, where you watch an episode and you got so much going through your brain
that you can't kind of grab onto one
thing.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's what's happening to me right now, and I apologize but I felt in that conversation that, yeah, he did have concern, but I felt also that he was
doing it for himself.
Yeah.
And in my opinion, it was a mix of both. It was.
I'd like to see your comments and questions below about that.
He was genuinely concerned for their safety, but he also, on the other half, is this alpha Rick outdoor cat right now, who he wants her. So,
well, you have two alphas going at it.
Exactly.
But because the surgeon has kind of gotten away with everything he's done because of what he does in that community. And at times it seems like he's a useful person, but in reality he's really bad with his family, even Deanna.
Maybe he could have been, and he probably... and maybe things will turn around for him. Maybe they will come to an understanding that... maybe you're like, no, there's no way.
Come on, man. Come on.
Maybe they're, I don't know. At this point, it looks like Deanna's like ready to kick Rick out. But.
Oh, you're talking about Rick.
No, I'm talking about Pete.
Okay.
I'm talking about Pete in the sense.
Pete ain't coming around.
Deanna has to do something at this point.
No, you're right. And I think
she's not going to let him kill him. So maybe
I think they're both in trouble. I think they're both on the block for
for not extermination, but
evacuation.
Evacuation.
Yeah, I think they're both on the block for that.
Yeah.
Obviously, Rick is.
Yeah.
Because he pointed the gun at everybody. That was his move. That ended his.
That was. They all kind of looked at him differently at that point, like, "Oh, you're kind of crazy." Waving a gun around.
Yeah, he did the Joker shit. Like, "Oh, me?
What?"
Yeah. With blood.
You're talking about
crazy.
Me?
Yeah.
Like, do you see yourself right now? Like, even your own people are like, "What the fuck, dude?"
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. And Pete's obviously laying on the ground, and he has a lot to do with what happened too. Obviously,
but I think he's kind of like knocked out or like passed out or.
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
They were both into it. Now nobody knows about the inside scoop of Rick digging on her other than Carol. Right. Carol's been very.
She can see things, kind of like me.
She's been just sitting back watching everything.
Yeah.
But also, she's been dictating things too.
Yeah. Through
other people, being Susie Homemaker.
Through the little boy.
Quite a bit of it. But she kind of played chess with Rick on this. You know what you have to do. Yeah. Kind of like how Walt was doing to Jesse.
Seeds. She was planting seeds in Rick.
You know what you have to do.
You know what you have to do.
You know you need to
planting them seeds.
And that only fueled him more.
That fueled his fire even more.
Because he trusts her. He trusts her.
But he was trying, like, I think
you add the Carol comments, the love for Jesse,
well, I don't know about love. The want.
The want for okay, whatever. Go. Love. Also the fact that Pete's a douchebag.
Yes.
And he don't like him. Hold on, there was one other, I had a good point, but I forgot what it was. But anyway, you get the point.
Yes.
He had many factors going into this and not many other outlets to think otherwise.
Well, what I'd like to add into this...
Rick's been so good at making decisions on what to do with people, and now he's just, boom, you know what
and I'd like to add that so Rick, he wants to kill Pete. Like, that's what he wants to do. Period. He wants to kill him. You have to have you have to commend him a little bit for resisting.
He did everything he could.
Like, literally, he even said...
I think he was going to the point of choking him.
When Pete was, like, pushing him and, like, egging him on, he's like, I'm trying my best not to kill you. Like, he still has a little bit of control. So
yeah, he did say that, but... That's after the fact, after they went out the window, and then he's choking him.
He could have shot him right then and there, but he didn't.
No.
He could have.
He was in a struggle at that point. He couldn't have got... I don't think he could have gotten to it.
At that point, when he pulled the gun, he could have just shot him right then and there. When Pete was laying on the ground, and he was in his crazy mode.
But But everyone was there, and I mean, I don't think that was an option at that exact point, just to shoot him. Like
No,
I think he
get
thought.
it.
I think he
I'm just
thought he
saying
could
he
bully
has
his
enough.
way into.
He has enough control over himself to not shoot him when he really, really, really wants to.
I think at that point he was trying to prove such a point with a
So,
maniacal. You
yeah.
know,
But that shows that he at least still has a tiny bit of respect for what Deanna wants.
she stopped him.
She
She
stopped,
stopped him from killing him.
when she said
When he
stop
was
it.
in there,
he
he had him
stopped.
hooked.
Exactly.
And
He stopped.
yeah.
So I'm saying he has at least a little bit of respect for her to.
But still, she's scared out of her freaking mind
Well,
now.
yeah, because he's crazy. He's crazy Rick right now.
Yeah.
But we've been talking for a
Wow.
while. We'll go ahead and
I
end
hope you
this
enjoyed
episode.
But it was a lot to talk about.
I hope
We
you
had to do
enjoyed
it.
our commentary about it and are just kind of trying to work things out. And I'm sure the next episode is going to be even crazier. But thank you guys so much for watching.
I think it is.
Please leave a like on this video.
Please put your questions and comments, especially your comments, down below so we can read them. Want to see how you felt about this episode, because there was a lot to take in last episode and this episode, hand in hand. It's
And going into a
Good.
season finale.
I need those comments
Monday.
below. See what you think.
But make sure you leave them comments and questions down below. And make sure you subscribe if you're not already. Bang that bell. And we hope that you guys have an amazing and awesome day.
And don't forget our Patreon page.
Go check that out.
And all the tiers are on there and everything that we do. So that's all I'm going to say. Have a nice day. Hope amazing happens to you. And peace out.